Hello everybody, welcome guys, welcome to the live stream. And we are back with a little bit more of course, tiny Sasquatch building over here. Now as you guys know, in the previous live stream I was working quite a bit on the lake and it is currently finished. I've definitely finished everything that there was to do in the lake area over here. And I'm proud to say that I'm pretty happy with the result of it. At least for now. We are gonna have to do a little bit more work, of course, on the lakes. I mean, I think the lake side is completely done. I think all I gotta do now is just create the maze so that we can have the Sasquatch crossing through the lake and making its way to the maze eventually. But yeah, pretty happy with the result so far. Rexon, welcome buddy, welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for joining, buddy. Cheers. And as you guys know, the lake is gonna have a few of these canoes that we're gonna be able to use. Now, at the moment, I'm still thinking on how to make the canoe work. At that moment, we can actually jump on... Oh, I just died. Sorry about that. At the moment, we can actually jump on the canoes. As you can see, they are bouncing a little bit in the water. This was a little bit of a logic that I had to apply here to get this to work. But I also have to figure out a way to actually get Sasquatch to start using the canoes and maybe go around the lake. I'm not quite sure exactly how I want to do it. I think I want to do this one a little bit more differently because this kind of feels a little bit like a platformer. At least that's how I want to get it to look like, right? So I'm guessing maybe in order for Sasquatch to make its way from the other side of the lake to the maze, he is supposed to maybe jump on these canoes like a platformer. But yeah, that's kind of the plan that I'm having at the moment. And of course, we do have the fisherman over here. And I am planning on adding a few more characters in the game. But so far, I think if I'm not mistaken, I've also reached, let me see. Yeah, I think as I was saying, we have reached the limit of the terminals here because this one is at 99% graphics, which means I cannot really add anything anymore over here. So I think we got everything that we needed. All we got to do now is just combine the logic for every single one of the characters, and then we're going to be able to see how it works. So let me also jump into, I guess, right over here for a second because I want to go into, not the golf course. Which one is it? I want to go into the lakeside, right? But I want to traverse to the other side. So I'm probably going to have to go into the actual game over here. Let me make my way to the intersection, which is going to be on this side. And make my way to the ranger's cabin because that's going to be the one we're going to be working on, right? Can you jump? Can you change the jump sound? What's up with the sound for the jumping, Joel? What's up with it? Right there. Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. Rian, welcome buddy. Jose, welcome. And now we got Joseph Gonchurek. Bear looks so funny. Yeah, the bear kind of looks like a beast, right? Like a huge beast. But I think he's going to be the only one that's going to be a huge character in the game. The rest of them are going to be pretty small. Have I been doing stuff off camera? Yes, I did. So as you guys know, I did try to let you guys vote a little bit on what I should build next. And you guys voted on the ranger cabin, ranger station. And here it is. It is not complete yet because we are going to finish it in today's live stream. But this is kind of how the ranger's cabin is looking at so far. Can you add electronics building? Yes, I can, but it's not going to be added in this one. That's probably going to be coming in a future update. If you guys are going to enjoy the series, I will build that up. Nothing you said. I'm going to change the jump sounds. What's up with the are you talking about the sound that Sasquatch is making when he's jumping like this? Or what sound are you talking about? The Daily Film, welcome buddy, welcome to the live stream. So this is how the ranger's cabin is going to be looking at. As you guys can see, we do have the ranger station over there. And if you look on the right side on here, you're going to be able to see the forest in the distance. And I kind of feel like this is going to give quite a bit of a perspective to the area. And of course, this is how we make it to our lake over here that is completely finished. We are going to have two entrances, of course. We are going to be able to enter through here to get to this side of the lake. And we are going to be able to enter through the other side at the intersection to get to the fisherman's hut over there. And of course, if I jump into here, you guys can actually see the bees attacking us and even taking us out. Now, there is an issue I have here with the spawner. I have to place 2 spawners. I have to have, actually, we're going to have 3 spawners. One spawner over here in this section. If I do jump into this water over here, we are going to be able to spawn back right over here where we are right now. If those bees, or I'm going to be jumping on that water over there where those bees are, we want to actually be spawned on that section. And if I'm going to jump into the water on that side, I want to be spawned at the maze section. So I got to figure out the logic behind this and figure out how to implement it properly. Yeah, the bees are gonna take us out, and we're just gonna be actually be stung by the bees, and then we're gonna have to spawn back in. Since there's motorcycles in Sasquatch, they should make MotoGP races. Maybe they should make that like an arcade game, maybe in Sneaky Sasquatch into the town, right? Yes, so Harry, as I was saying, I'm not gonna probably add the electronics building or the port buildings or the new things that have been added with the latest update in Sneaky Sasquatch, but I am still currently trying to figure out how to design the most popular areas. I mean, the first ones, right, that have been presented into the game, and they're probably gonna be switching into building up the other areas. Alright, let me jump out of this one, and as I was saying, let me jump into the Ranger's hut over here, so we can start working on it and doing a little bit of work. Now, another thing that I was working on off camera, since you guys were asking me what I've worked on, I actually added cars into the game. They are working slightly. I'm pretty happy with the result of them. Of course, I did add these cars over here that we can interact with, jump on, and have them activate the alarms on. As you guys can see right now, we are going to activate the alarms. But we also have some cars rolling by, such as this one. Look at this. And they're kind of working great. I just have to animate the wheels at the moment because the wheels are not rotating. They are pretty static. But yeah, I also animated the cars to stop at the red light and go when it's green. And that is going to be perfect. And we also have another one coming from this side. So I still have to animate a few more cars into the game so that we can make the town here feel more alive. But I'm pretty happy with the result of it so far. And look at this. This one's also going to stop at red light. And then when it's green, boom, it's going to go. Come on. Green. There we go. Look at that. That has took a little bit of work off camera, but finally we managed to figure it out and fix it. Now, another thing that I had to fix in the game here is, as you guys know, actually as you guys can see, we have reached a gameplay memory to 92% and 91 graphics memory, which means I had to split the town in two pieces. We have this first area here is going to be the first area of the town, and this one's going to be the second area of the town. That's why you guys are seeing a lot of stuff being removed from this area, because I had to remove a lot of this stuff so that we can be able to cross, to add more things into the game, of course, because I want to add a few more cars around, and I want to add a few more quests into this area. And without splitting this one in half, I just couldn't do it, unfortunately. So thankfully, now it's working. Alright, in that case, as I was saying, let me jump into the Ranger's hut here and start working a little bit on the Ranger's hut. Let me try to finish up this area. The cars are really slow, Rishant. Yeah, I can definitely change the speed of the cars, but I definitely don't want them to kind of go too fast through the town, right? Because you are driving in town, which of course means you have a limit of the speed you can actually drive into. But yeah, I think I will have to increase the speed a little bit of the cars for sure, Rishant. Thank you very much for telling me that for sure. Joel, no, you cannot be a mod, buddy. We already have 2 mods. Actually, we already have 3 mods in the live stream, so I'm not really accepting any more mods into the live stream. But thank you very much for offering, buddy, and offering to help up the channel, I guess. But we're not accepting any more mods at the moment. All right, hold up. Let me also open up my computer here on the right side so I can see what I'm trying to build up. MC Brawl, you have a Sneaky Sasquatch question. Go ahead and ask, buddy. Alright, so we are currently building up this part, right? Let's see how this works. Thank you very much, Braxton, for switching. So yeah, as I was saying, we are gonna be building up the Ranger's cabin right now. But as you guys can see, I've already built up quite a bit of it. Let me also make my way inside the cabin itself. Oh, I'm noticing an issue. Apparently, I kind of moved some things around. So let me try to move these things a little bit to the right to be in place next to the doorway over here. So this is the one that we moved. I think we actually moved this one and this as well. I'm pretty sure about it, right? No, actually this one is correct. So the only one we moved by mistake was this one by the looks of it. Seriously? Why the heck did I do that? Of course, I was saying I did build this whole place off camera. And I see that oh, maybe I actually... No, never mind. You know what I moved? I actually moved the entire cabin out of the way. So let me grab the cabin. The bush over here. These bushes. And move them back in place over here. I think there's also something else that we gotta move. So let me grab that and that. Alright, we also need to grab these things. We also need a deer, apparently. This one. Alright, we also need apparently this and this. Let me make sure I grab everything before I start moving them again. Yeah, and I think that should be it, because all we gotta do is just position the house at the entrance over here. And that should be it, hopefully. Yeah, I think I got it fixed. Let me also deselect these bushes, including this one, and group everything into one spot. Grab this one and put it over here. I really missed like 5 streams, and you built an entire gigantic forest in the background. I mean, building this gigantic forest in the background is really easy to do because I created some tiles that you can easily use and get it to work properly. Eri, I'm really happy to see that the commands are finally working for the members, because for some reason they were not working. They were only working for mods. But I see that you changed it, so that is awesome. It's finally working. Alright, so this is gonna be apparently... Hold up, I did not attach the fridge to the rest of it. So let me move the fridge to this side. And fix it up a little bit over here. Perfect. You can only switch cameras if you are a member, guys. So you can only switch these cameras and change the colors in the background only if you are a member of the channel. I am going to be adding more and more features like this in the future for members, but for now, only the members can do it. I am planning on adding them for other people, not only the members, but I got to figure out how to do them properly, as the mod that I'm using to do all these changes has been introduced pretty recently, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do things during the live streams. Alright, let me position everything properly. Benjamin, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. Alright, so this is going to be the door that's going to be taking us to the lake. What do you guys feel about the background here? Do you guys like the look of this? As Sasquatch is walking through the ranger's cabin. Do you like the idea of just walking at the forest on that side? What do you guys feel about this? I'm really happy with the results so far, I gotta tell the truth. It's cool. I love it. That is so good to hear. Now, another thing that I want to make, of course, as you guys know, if you go through this path, eventually you are going to make it to the lake, right? So what I'm planning on adding is maybe like a spot over there in the distance where people could actually see the lake, or at least like a really blurry piece of the lake, right? For example, I can easily go over here, remove this tile, and instead of this tile, just add like a lake area or something like that, just to kind of give the reference of a lake. Will I add GUI? What are you talking about? What about GUI? Or are you talking about UI? Is that what you're trying to say, Henry? Joel, your dad doesn't allow you to become a member. That's fine, buddy. Don't worry about it. Just keep on watching my videos, leave likes, comments, support the channel, and that's all I'm asking. You don't have to be a member if you cannot. UI. Yes, I'm not really planning on adding that much UI to the game, just because I kind of feel like I want the game to be pretty simplistic, pretty natural. I will be adding a few UI elements, such as a counter that's going to show us how many coins we collected, I guess. Maybe add like a menu or something like that. I'm going to have to check it out, how to properly do it. But yeah, not a really huge UI. We're not going to have a huge UI in the game. Just something pretty simple. So this is kind of the lake, right, that we have. And I could just add this thing around here, right, to be able to see it from the distance. But first of all, let me try to figure out and see how this is going to look. Let me remove some of the parts that we don't need, such as those ones. This one definitely needs to be much smaller so that we don't destroy the memory here. So this is a lake we already have implemented into the racing area. I'm just adding this one because it is going to be blurred out. We're not going to be able to see this one perfectly. But I just want to have it like a visual, right? As we're seeing it from the distance. Kind of to give us the idea that we're making our way towards the lake area. Alright, it is going to have to be smaller, of course. So let me grab me the proper tool here. Make this one much smaller and place it right over here. And as I was saying, we are going to have to blend this one in. All right, let's see how this looks from the distance. Okay, so as I was saying, we're not going to be able to see it perfectly, but I think I kind of want to see a little bit more of the lay, because at the moment, I feel like this block right here is kind of blocking the way. So what I'm going to do instead, let me just have the lake coming a little bit forward like this. Let me grab this one, put it a little bit lower. Just like that, so that we can see the lake properly. And grab me another one and put it a little bit lower over here. Alright, let's test it out now and see how it looks. Okay. I mean, we can kind of see like a lake coming through the trees there. And that's kind of the result I wanted to have, right? As you're seeing it from the distance. And I feel like that works perfectly. Can you add Sneaky Sasquatch can die somehow? Yeah, of course, I am having the ability for Sasquatch if he is gonna jump over through here. He is kind of gonna die. I just have to add the animation of Sasquatch making a sound of falling down into a hole, and also a camera looking at him as he falls down. And I think that is exactly what I'm gonna do. So let me try to figure out how to do this right. I'm gonna want to copy paste the sound and the animation that we already currently have at the lake and bring it over to this fellow over here. So let me just save this for a second. What do you look at the Sneaky Sasquatch world on? What do you mean? I'm building the Sneaky Sasquatch world here right now in Dreams, guys. Alright, let me go to, as I was saying, the lake for a second here. Is there a trick to become much in Sneaky Sasquatch? Oh, to make much money in Sneaky Sasquatch. There are currently no more glitches that you can do in the game of Sneaky Sasquatch because they have all been fixed up. There we go, we gotta remove that one. But there are currently quite a lot of ways you can actually make a lot of money in Sneaky Sasquatch by using my guides. Alright, so what we need here is the animation of having Sasquatch die, right? So I think we are gonna need this one actually. This chip is the one that I'm gonna be looking for. And we are gonna have to activate this chip. So that's the little splash, health modifier, and camera. Little splash sound, health modifier, and... I mean, did I also add a sound? I think I did, right? I think I did add a sound effect whenever Sasquatch is falling down. If I'm mistaken, I think I placed it over here, yeah. SpongeBob Emotes, SpongeBob Hurt. Yeah, I think this is the one that we need. SpongeBob Emotivox Hurt. So this is the one we're going to be needing when we're going to be falling down. And we're also going to be needing the camera and maybe like a emitter. Alright, I think I got what I needed from this one. Let me make my way, as I was saying, to the Ranger's Hut. What can you play on Dreams? There are a lot of games in Dreams, actually. This is just something I'm building in Dreams, but there's so many more other games that you can actually build yourself in Dreams. Or just play other games that other people have created. And there are quite a few of them already being created in Dreams, including ones that have been created by the... Media Molecule. And Media Molecule is the one that are the ones that created the engine, right? The Dreams engine. Alright, let me keep on expanding this one all the way to this side, because it's gonna be the path that's gonna take us to the RV camp. You cannot play this Sneaky Sasquatch game right now because I'm still working on it, as you guys can see, but it will be available eventually once I'm gonna be done with it. It still takes quite a bit of work, so you guys are gonna have to be very patient. Alright, hold up. This one needs to raise up a little bit like that. And let me place them properly over here. A little bit lower, maybe. There we go. And duplicate this tile quite a few times. All right, awesome. Can you talk to the fisherman and the bear? At the moment, yes, you can. I haven't really tied up any quests with them, but yes, you can. We are gonna be able to do that. All right. So this path over here is actually not gonna stop. This path is gonna have to keep on going straight up ahead, or maybe I'm gonna curve it up. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna have it going straight up ahead. I'm pretty sure about it. So the way I'm gonna do it. Gonna simply grab me this path over here. Let me rotate it just like that and add it over here, because this path is gonna take us, of course, to the campground that we thankfully finished. Stantin, when will you release it? Could you update sometimes, like adding buildings in the future? Yes, Eri, as I was saying, when I'm gonna be done with the game here, I'm also gonna be able to add updates, like in Sneaky Sasquatch. Those things are gonna be easy to add, but it is probably gonna take a little bit of work, quite a bit of work, and it's also gonna depend on how much attention it's gonna get. If people are gonna enjoy the game that I created, and they're gonna want me to keep on updating it, then I'm definitely gonna keep on updating it for sure. One thing that I'm noticing, I think what I'm gonna have to do, I think I'm gonna have to move this like a little bit to the left side, because I want to have a little bit more space over here to add some trees, right? And this is currently way too close to the wall on this side. Or what I could do is simply jump into these ones, move them out of the way over here, just like that. Just enough for me to add some trees, right? So let me add in some trees, I guess. Let's see how this works. I think this one should come to about over here, maybe? Or maybe like over here, yeah. Just like that. And on this side, we are gonna want to have the fence keep on going on. Another thing that we want to have is duplicate the grass over here a little bit. Maybe move this one out of the way a little bit like that, and try to organize this place a little bit better, right? Let me see. I mean, this one is moved at the max over here. I just gotta hide it up with this one. Let me copy paste this one a little bit, make it much smaller and place it in position. There we go, buddy. And this one's gonna block off this side over here. All right, perfect. That looks better. Let me also grab me another one of these, turn it around this way, smaller. And let me place it right over here, just to block off this side as well. All right, we also need another one of these empty grass tiles. Just like that, and put it in position over here. There we go. What I'm noticing here is that this one could be moved a little bit like that, and this one as well. Freestyles, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. All right, so let's finish up the fence over here first of all, before we carry on with doing anything else. So let me get the fence going a little bit this way. Just like that. A little bit over here. And I think that should be fine. Another thing that I'm noticing is that I believe I want to move this one a little bit. Actually, I could just leave it like... yeah, let me just move it a little bit this way. There we go. Continue on with the path over here. I think I'm going to need one more fence on this side just to close it up in the trees over there. Just like that. Another thing that I want to do is just bring these ones over. Just a little bit. Like that. This one needs to move in a little bit. Alright, we're working great. Another thing that we gotta have here, this one is to say RV park and lake at the bottom, right? So let me change the text on this one. So this one's gonna have to be going at the bottom, which means the arrow is gonna have to be pointing down. Let me go with UI arrow south. There we go. Just like that. The text though, the text is gonna have to say lake. Alright, let me also position this one right over here. And this text is gonna have to say RV park. It's amazing that you can make a game all by yourself. I mean, that's what's really crazy about Dreams, right? Dreams is the one that's allowing us to do this. And of course, I could have made anything, not just Sneaky Sasquatch game here. But I just wanted to make the Tiny Sasquatch as a fan-based game, nothing like a really crazy game, just something really, really short. Alright, and the park is going to be at the top, but we also have to move the text a little bit to the left. Just like that. Alright, let's test it out and see how it looks. Alright, perfect. What I'm noticing is that the arrows are a little bit off, so I think I gotta align them a little bit better. I'm just gonna move this one a little bit to the right side. Yeah, I think that should be great. Alright, so that has been completed. Next up, of course, we are gonna have to add in a few more trees on this side as well. So this is gonna be the path that's gonna take us, right, to the campground. So let me just finish this off with a few more trees on this side. Also grab me a few of these paths to finish up the actual path taking us over there. And that should probably be enough. Now, another thing that we're gonna have to do is kind of close this up so that we cannot see the edge from this side. What I'm noticing is that we have way too many trees over here, maybe. What I want to do, instead of having all these trees over here, is just simply grabbing all these trees and replacing them with another one of that for the big forest in the background, right? So let me just get rid of all these tiles. Right there, buddy. You gotta keep on, you gotta stop spamming, buddy. You gotta stop telling people to just stop without the reason. If you keep on spamming, I'm just gonna ban you from the chat. Please don't do that again. Yeah, don't worry about it. Ryder is just being really annoying. And I've been noticing that for quite a while. So if he's gonna keep on doing it, I'm gonna just completely remove him from the chat. Alright, let me try to finish. This is gonna be a small entrance over here that we're gonna need to figure out how to design. Okay, so that looks like that. Let me just go ahead and grab me this forest over here. Turn this one around 90 degrees like this. Place it over here. Bring it a little bit more to the right side. Just like that. Perfect. And now, if you're looking on the right side, you cannot see the edge of the world anymore, and that is exactly what I wanted to create here, right? Another thing that we want to have, of course, is going to be adding some of these ones at the top, because the forest is increasing in level here. So let me add these random ones on the side, just like this. Also expand this one a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit, as to try to give the impression that the forest, or the cliff side of the forest, is kind of ending up. Let me test it out and see how it looks. So if I check it out from this side... Oh, we gotta remove this edge though. This one kind of looks really weird. Yeah, you cannot really see the edge, right? But if I jump down, you can kind of see a corner of it over there, so I gotta fix that one as well. Stantin, can you move your ear? Many people can't. No, I cannot. I actually cannot do that. My grandpa used to do it. He used to be able to use... He used to be able to move both of them, but he also could use... he could move them individually as well. I have no idea how he used to do it, but he did it. It was so funny when he did it. Right, let me actually get this one a little bit like this. Remove that one, we don't need it. Another thing that I want to do is move this one out of the way like that. And expand this one a little bit over here and again, and move it like this and close it up on this side. Actually, hold up. Let me grab it like this. There we go. Because this one is a little bit curved out, right? Right, that is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, we are gonna have... This is gonna be the end of the area, right? On this side, we are not gonna be able to see anything, so... Because of that, we gotta close it up with a lot of these tree tiles that I created. You can actually move your ears. That is awesome, buddy. Yeah, as I was saying, my grandpa used to be able to move his ears, and he could also move them individually, which I found pretty funny when he did it. I had no idea how he was doing it though. Is that a map of Sneaky Sasquatch? What do you mean? What do you mean is that a map of Sneaky Sasquatch? Are you talking about the one on the right side here? Yes, this is the Rangers station, the satellite view that you can actually download on Discord on Reddit, provided by the developers. And I'm using older satellite views in order to create this, just because it's much easier for me to start creating it instead of just making screenshots myself, right? Now, another thing that I want to do, I want to bring over the entrances from this side, the fog as well, and the trigger zone, because these ones are going to be copy pasted over here, just like that. And we also have to rotate them 90 degrees, actually 180 degrees, just like that. Let me get them a little bit. Nope, not that one, buddy. I need to move these things over here. So this one's gonna be the entrance, as we're coming from the campground, right? So this one is gonna change its name to campground. Let's go with campground. All right, there we go. It works. So this one's gonna be the trigger zone. That's gonna detect Sasquatch. I think I'm gonna block this so that Sasquatch is not gonna be able to walk through here. So that is fine if that goes through there. This one though is gonna have to be a little bit lower, because on this side, as I was saying, I want to build like a small entrance for Sasquatch to maybe find like a chest or something like that, or maybe dig like a hole. All right, so we got ourselves the entrance from the campground, which we're gonna have to tie in with the rest of the world that we're building here. Let me add in a few more trees in the middle here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna grab these ones and just simply place a few in the middle like that. These ones don't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna grab a few like this. Grab a few more over here, I guess. There we go. We are gonna have to have a sign over here with the map, right? That's kind of something I also want to have designed in here. Let me try to figure this out. A little bit to the left. Nope. A little bit more like that, maybe. And maybe just grab all 4 of these and bring them a little bit closer over here. All right, so this one's gonna be for cars. This path is gonna be for pedestrians, I guess. And this is where I want to have that that sign that's gonna show us a map, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy paste this one, and I'm probably gonna design it a little bit differently so that it kind of looks like a map. Let me also add in a few of these bushes, just like that, to beautify the area. Another thing that we gotta add are the temples so that we can properly view them and make sure I'm not gonna go too much over them. So let's get that activated. Perfect. All right, so at the moment, as you guys can see, we have 79 graphics memory and 53 memory, which means we still have quite a bit of area here to add stuff. Okay, so we want to add like a small area over here for filled up with trees. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of that. Let me get this one over here. Let's create like a circle, right? Like a small spot over here where we're gonna be able to hide something. Not quite sure exactly what I'm gonna be doing in this one, but I definitely want to have like a small entrance over here that you can make your way inside. Let me just block it off like this. And I think just like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a small path over here. Perfect. That looks much better. Let me get these tiles copy pasted a few times to end it up. Right, Aaron, go ahead and ask your question, buddy. I'm gonna try to answer if I can. Alright, and these two are gonna keep on going over. Actually, let me grab only one now and block this up. We're definitely gonna need to. Alright, perfect. As I was saying, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna be placing it here, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Let me grab me another one of these grass tiles just to block this off, because the rest of the area is just gonna be blocked off by these fake trees. Using these fake trees has been the best decision that I could have made with this tile. Just because you are going to be able to see a little bit of them in the distance, but they're going to be kind of blurred out, and they are going to look like a forest in the distance. And that's why I like placing them in the back here, right? And also combined with a really, really soft mist, it just looks perfect. For example, this mist over here needs to go a little bit smaller on this side, because we are going to have to duplicate it on that side as well. How can you make money? That's your question right there. I mean, you know all my strategies to make money, Sneaky Sasquatch, buddy. I do suggest you go ahead and check him out. At the moment, I do believe that the best ways to make money, Sneaky Sasquatch, is just simply sell the mushrooms that you got. Simply keep on doing a lot of those... Hold up. Don't I have another one? No. Simply do quite a lot of those Monster Truck Madness races, because those are going to help you a lot in order to get a lot of money in Sneaky Sasquatch. But as soon as you find a mushroom, just stop, collect it, and be on your way as you're exploring, of course, the world of Sneaky Sasquatch. That's kind of the current strategy that I'm continuing people to do. Now, another great thing that you can do in Sneaky Sasquatch to make a lot of money is definitely playing, actually not playing, but more like working at the port. I feel like the port allows you to get so much money, and not too many people, not enough people are using the port jobs. The port jobs are definitely a great way to make a lot of money in Sneaky Sasquatch for sure. Alright, let me get this one closed up over here. Expand it on this side. And I'm gonna need another one, another fog element on this side as well. Just like that, and move a little bit to this side. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think this fog that I just created, this one's gonna have to be much smaller. So let me reduce the size of this and reduce the size of... Yeah, I do want to have the size of this one removed, but also I want to reduce it to about here. Just like that. Let me also do the same for this one. Of course, we want to have the fog in behind the trees here, but we don't want it to be too high up. We want it to be barely visible, right? Just from the bottom here. And if I check it now with Sasquatch, let's see how that looks. So as I was saying, you can kind of see those trees that I placed in the background there, but because we also have that fog, it's kind of blurring it out a little bit, making the effect look so much better. Now, one thing that I got to do here, I can actually see if I tilt the camera like this, so I think I'm going to have to expand the forest a little bit. Yeah, so that you can now really see behind there. So what I'm going to do, first of all, raise this up a little bit. Let me grab me... I think I'm gonna grab me this forest a little bit and move it to the back. Just like that. Do the same for this one over here. And what I'm gonna do is just expand these actual trees just a little bit. Just one slot should be enough, so that we cannot see the edge of the world, right, as we're tilting the camera down. Because the game is gonna have its own camera. I haven't really created like a rig for the camera that's gonna be custom for this area. It's just gonna be the standard camera that Dreams is coming with, or more like the puppet is coming with. Because when I created the Sneaky Sasquatch puppet here, I just used the standard puppet created by Dreams. Alright, and I think that should do. Let me also grab me the mist here and move it a little bit to the right. And similar for this one, let me move it a little bit to the right over here. And also expand it all the way to this side, just like that. Alright, and we also want to go ahead and copy paste this entrance, because this one's going to be the entrance for the RV camp, right? So let me grab this one here. Let me go ahead and rotate it 90 degrees this way. There we go. You can't get across the motocross. Yeah, I know those races can be pretty annoying, but if you keep on trying, you are eventually going to be successful on it. Trust me. It does take quite a bit of tries, of course, before you're going to be able to be successful. Alright, so we are going to have two entrances over here. I could just make two entrances for these ones, or I can just have one. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have one, and that's about it. It doesn't really have to be two of them. But what I'm going to do, though, this one's going to have to expand on both entrances, just like that. This one's going to be called RV Camp. Or RV Campground, whatever. Alright, and this one is going to expand on both sides. So first of all there, and then over here. So as soon as you cross through either entrances, you're going to be spawned over here. Johan, if you want to become a member, buddy, there is a join button at the bottom, or the link in the description. You can go ahead and check it out. Thank you very much for considering to support the channel, buddy. Cheers. Alright, so we got the entrance for that one, right? So we're going to have 4 entrances actually in this level. We're going to have this one taking us to the campground, RV one. That's going to be for the intersection. Yeah, intersection. And this one's going to be for the lake right over here. And I'm really, really happy with the results so far, to tell the truth. I really like how this looks. Now, one issue that I'm noticing. Did I just put this stuff lower, or... Let me get this one rotated a little bit to hide that issue. I think we can also hide it up here a little bit. And that's gonna be about it. Awesome. Let me bring in some more bushes on this side. I think I'm gonna just place these bushes like about here, behind the fence. Let me go ahead and move the sign here. Actually, no, this sign sits perfectly right over here. What do we want to do? So we are gonna need those 2 yellow flags that I created in other creations. I don't think I brought them here to this one though. So we are gonna have to probably bring them in from the other creations. Now, first of all, let me focus on making the map area over here, right? Let us see here. The way I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna simply remove this one. You only need one of them. There we go. This one's also gonna have to have like a rooftop on top, right? But first of all, what I want to do is just get this one a little bit lowered. So let me select all these elements that I used to create it. Just like that. Get it like about maybe over here. Let me get this one lower a little bit. Just like that. This one a little bit higher. And now what we can do is just increase the size of this thing. Here we go. This one now is gonna be able to... I guess we can copy paste this one a few times. So that's 1 and 2 over here. Bring them over to this side next. Okay. This one is gonna have to center down, but let me select both of them so that we properly place both of them in the middle. Just like that. So what do we need here? We need like a map, right? How can we do that? Let's see. Let me remove that one. Also, this one needs to be, I don't think this kind of really matters what color it is. We do need like a map though. So let me see if I can find like a map emoji that we can simply add into the game, right? So if I go in here and type in map, not really show me a map. So I'm not sure I can actually import a map piece in here. Oh, never mind. We could add UI map. If I do add a UI map element, it might actually be what I need. Yeah, let's go ahead and add a UI map. Let me go and remove this one. Like that, and go with... This is going to be just a placeholder, of course. We are going to change this one in the future, but for now, I just want it to look like this. There we go. Alright, so this is kind of the map of the world. I haven't really designed the map of the world. That's kind of why this is looking a little bit weird. Alright, there we go. Another thing that I want to do is just move this one kind of in the middle of the area. And now I can simply jump into it. And place this one in the middle itself. Just like that. Alright. What should we do next? I think what I want to do is make this one green. If I can, let's see. Okay, that kind of looks okay. Another thing that I want to do is... I want to kind of make it like into a squarish size. Or more like format, right? So let me bring it in a little bit. Just like that. Let me jump in here and remove this one. Because this is going to have to suffer quite a few changes. Seriously, buddy? I just want to move it all the way from here. Man, that's not working. In that case, I'm going to move this entire thing all the way to this side. And now try to position it. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Let me also bring at least one of them over here. Just to try to figure out what size I want this to be, right? A little bit to the left. Okay, bring another one over here. Not bad. I think this side might be a little bit too big. So let me format this one again. Right, perfect. And lastly, all we gotta do is just duplicate these ones 2 times. Maybe like once. And this one at the top. There we go. Tuxtoth, welcome buddy, welcome to the live stream. Brick Bro, you're a huge fan of Sneaky Sasquatch. Welcome buddy, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Alright, so next up we gotta just close these 2 in, right? All I gotta do is just select this and bring him over like that. Hey, Johnny William Gaming, welcome buddy, welcome to the live stream. And these 2 are gonna come over here. Alright, so now it looks a little bit different from the other one, right? That's exactly what I wanted to have here. Now, another thing that we gotta have to make this one feel a little bit more different is gonna be... We want to get this one into the ground, right? So we have to have a few elements, which I'm gonna add right now. I do want to make like concrete blocks at the bottom of it, right over here. This one is pretty easy to add, just like this, I guess. Place it in. Let me also make sure the graphics on it is not gonna be that high. There we go. Place these blocks just like that, just to hold on the sign. There we go, looks better. And lastly, we gotta add the rooftop on top, right? Yeah, I mean, I would have definitely put more details into the game here if I could. The problem with details is that, as you guys can see, I do have some thermals over here on the left side, right? And these are kind of stopping me from adding too many details into the game. I'm only putting some details into elements that I feel like are really important for the world of Sneaky Sasquatch, or Tiny Sasquatch, I should say. Just because I want the game to feel like, or at least give us the impression that we are actually playing the world of Sneaky Sasquatch. Ryder, if you're not gonna stop, buddy, with asking people to stop, I'm actually gonna ban you completely from the chat. So please, this is your final warning. Please, please, please don't do that again. Right, remove that and that, because I want to make this one a little bit different. As I was saying, I want to remove these ones. That's gonna go over there. Remove these ones, and this one's gonna go right over here. All right, and lastly, all we gotta do is just add a roof, and that's it. So let me try to figure out how we can make the roof. Of course, I could still use these elements so that we can we don't have to create other ones. But again, I feel like I want to have this one being quite identical to the Sneaky Sasquatch ones that we all know, right? So what I'm gonna do, let me add in to do this tool. Let me add in the color red. That's gonna be kind of this red, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be probably this one, but we are gonna have to reduce the quality of it. Add it over here. Let me reduce the quality of it so we don't have to have any issues with the graphics here. Leonardo, welcome buddy, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I think this should be the proper size. I am gonna tilt them over a little bit less than they are right now, but I'm just trying to figure out right now what how I want it to look. We're also gonna have to place it in the middle, right? So let me also copy paste. Actually, hold up. Let me grab this tool. I could have used the mirror here to tell the truth. So what I'm gonna do is just simply copy paste. Nope, let me go inside it. Never mind. Let me copy paste another piece out of it. And now we're gonna be able to properly mirror them up, right? So if I jump into it over here. And now, it's not mirroring though. Why is it not mirroring? Never mind. Let's just do this one then. Go to this tool. Let me go to, I guess, 30 degrees maybe? Yeah, let's go with 30 degrees here. Just like that. Grab me another one. Let's go with 30 degrees this way, and then we're gonna go with actually 60 degrees. That's what we need in here. There we go. And let's see how we can get this to look right. I mean, okay, it looks good. I don't mind it. All I gotta do is just lower it down quite a bit. Just like that. Make sure this one and this one are not gonna poke through the rooftop, and that's it. Got it. This one and this one need to move out a little bit to the right. All right, there we go. One more thing that I want to do, of course, I want to add these ones into this so that we can move everything all together at the same time. A little bit to the right and up. All right, so now if I move this one, everything moves, right? Perfect. There we go. We got ourselves the map piece. It is looking a little bit sus. So I am going to probably change it eventually, make it look much, much different. Because I'm not quite happy with the result of it at the moment. Maybe I want a little bit of color in here, like green maybe, just like that. And this green is gonna be all the way. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Leonardo, what am I doing? I'm trying to build up the ranger station, as you can see right now here. It is kind of almost completely finished. I do have to add a few more details to it, and then we can move on to another thing. So, of course, that's going to be the path that's going to take us to a different location. This path over here, though, this one is going to be a little bit different. This one's going to take us to a secret spot. In game that I'm not sure if I want to expand it all the way. I feel like I only want to expand it into this area, not go to the next zone, right? Like we have in Sneaky Sasquatch. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to grab me these three elements. Just make this path a little bit deeper, I guess. Over here. Move that one and block it in the way like that. Grab another one. Another one over here. It's because, again, I'm trying to hide the fact that we don't have a forest back there, right? This is just a fake forest that we're trying to cover up. Just to give the impression that this is a huge forest in the background there. That's kind of the effect I'm trying to achieve with all these fake forests that I created. Go, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And that's kind of about it. Alright, but what we have to do is expand the mist, right? So let me grab the mist over. this side a little bit and a little bit to the left. Okay. Just like that. I think we also have to do the same for that area as well over there. And bring it over to the right over here. Just like that. And we have one more corner over here that we gotta close up, and that's gonna be it. Let me bring this one over here. And here. Just like that. This one is going to require a little bit of editing, so let me do just that. Alright, that should be fine. Harry, are you asking me if I have a Discord server? Because if you're asking me, you know about it already because you are a member. I'm pretty sure you already received the link to join the Discord server. Make sure you tie in your YouTube channel with the Discord so that you can actually be a member on Discord as well. So you can join the YouTube members only Discord server. But you can always find all the links that you need in the description down below. Alright, so next up we gotta focus on this path over here, right? If I jump into Sasquatch and check it out, we can no longer see the edge of the wall there. I mean, I can kind of barely see it. Why is that? I think the reason we are seeing the edge of the wall there is because I think I may need to remove this one and add in one more forest over here. This way, hopefully, we're not gonna be able to see past it anymore. And another one over here. That's probably gonna be enough now. Close this up and close this up. Let me just expand these ones. These trees that I'm adding right now, these are not really using that much thermal, so we should be all good with them. Just because these ones are only being created in a single sculpt, right? That's why they're not taking too much graphics memory. And I can create so many of these things without an issue. So many of them. Alright, let's keep her going. What else? If I check on now, you can kind of see in the distance there, but you cannot really make out where the edge is, which is good. Alright, let's keep on going then. What do we got here? So this one is going to be the path that's going to take us to the lake over there that we can actually see in the distance. And I absolutely love it that we can see like that. Now, you know what I should work? Let me add in the ability to make a sound when we're falling down, right? So let me save first of all. I'm going to try to animate Sasquatch as he's falling down to his death through the trees. So the way I'm going to do it, let me jump into the logic. Let me add in another microchip into Sasquatch over here. This microchip is going to be for him dying. There we go. Another thing that we want to add is... Let me see, where is it? So right over here is where we want to have like a sound, right? When Sasquatch falls down. So let me search for that sound and see if I can find it again. I think it was like a SpongeBob sound or something like that. I should have added these sounds into the actual creation of Sneaky Sasquatch. Hold up, let me increase the sound here that I can hear what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it's this one. Just like that. Perfect. So this is the sound that we need, but another thing that I want to do with it is edit a little bit. So let me jump into it. Actually, I got to edit over here. We got to go into sound effects. This one. Where is it? I need to change its pitch. Not quite sure exactly where that setting was. Actually, it was right over here, yeah. That's gonna be a 5. This one's gonna be a 28. I think that's how I got it in the other one. I'm gonna have to go into the lake again and check it out, so just so I add the same settings. Biltran, welcome buddy, welcome to the live stream. How's everybody so far? I'm doing pretty great. Flames of Ruins, welcome buddy, welcome to the live stream. Alright, so this one's gonna be heard when Sasquatch has no more health, right? So if I do that and I jump off, is he gonna make the sound? He didn't. This means I gotta figure out how to do it right. Let's see. Alright, right there, unfortunately, that was your last warning, buddy. There you go. Sorry about it, guys. I just removed Ryder because he was just spamming the chat and he was really annoying me. Just because I want to try to read your messages, and he's kind of stopping you guys from just simply chatting and having fun. And because of that, we just have to take him out from the chat. Alright, so this is going to be the sound that's going to be made when Sasquatch is... I guess I could have an area over here, right? As soon as Sasquatch touches this area, he falls down, he's going to activate it like a death. And I think that is what I want. Or I could simply tie him up to something over here. For example, when he's falling off the world, which I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, this one, right? Fill out the scene. We can actually connect this one to this sound. So let's just try it out. Let me also reduce the music here a little bit so I can hear Sasquatch doing the animation. He kind of made the sound, but the sound was activating a little bit too late. So you can actually hear it a little bit, right? But I want that sound to be activated a little bit sooner than it is. Yeah, we definitely have to have that sound activated a little bit sooner. Did I make the port yet? Biltran, I'm not making the port, buddy. At least not in this development stage. Maybe I'm going to develop it later on. For now, not yet. Everybody keeps on asking about the port because the port is the latest area. Alright, so what we want to do here is... How do I get this one to activate a little bit sooner than usual? I may need to get myself maybe like a node? Or maybe like a signal manipulator. Thing is, I'm not sure if I can get the signal manipulator to activate sooner, right? What we can do... So this is going to be the sound that's going to be made when Sasquatch falls off the world. But how do I activate it sooner? Distance from ground. Outputs a signal indicates how far from the ground the puppet is right? Useful for triggering stuff like cartoon jumps, trails. No. That's gonna be the fill out of the scene. I mean, this is definitely the one that I want, right? But I'm not quite sure exactly how to attach it. To when Sasquatch falls off the world. I mean, I did attach it when Sasquatch falls off the world, but I'm not quite sure exactly how to make it activate a little bit sooner. So maybe something I could do instead. I could just have a zone, right? A death zone. Let me make sure this one's not gonna get triggered. Okay, so we gotta make sure the zone is not gonna be affecting this one as well, right? So what I'm gonna do, let me make myself another zone over here that I want to activate like this. I think we want to have like 2 zones maybe, right? So let's make one over here. Or it doesn't really matter if it's gonna be going through that one. I think it's good. I think it's good. Oh no, hold up. What did I do? Gotta disable that one. This is the one that we need. It's gonna activate when Sasquatch is falling through the sign, right? So let me get this one all like that. All the way up to here. This zone is also going to go through the stairs because it doesn't really matter, as we are going to be making our way on the other side, on the other area. This part is going to be blocked, so I'm not going to even bother pulling it too much over there. And I guess that's going to be enough because we definitely cannot jump that far away. Alright, this one is going to be lowered down quite a bit more. All the way down, I guess, just like that. And another thing that I want to do is simply get this one a little bit lowered itself. So what I'm going to be doing now, once Sasquatch is detected by this device, he is going to be playing this sound, right? Or more like, he is going to simply have no more health. So what we're going to activate here are going to be a few things. Let me get myself... Actually, hold up. Let me connect this one to no health. Just like that. Let me make, as I was saying, another microchip over here that we're going to be calling Death Microchip. Let's see. Am I going to add secret places that will not be shown, that I will not show making? Yes, I'm definitely going to add a few places that I'm not going to be showing how I'm making them or how you can find them, just because I want you guys to explore them and find them yourself. But of course, if you are planning Muddy on playing this game when I'm going to be done with it in the future, of course, watching the live streams is going to be a bit of a spoiler. So, yeah. You got to choose what you want to do here. Either watch my live streams or just wait for the game to be finished. Of course, I want you guys to keep on watching the videos. But if you're trying to play it, if you're planning to play in the future, fall off. Let's go with fall off here. Make sure you know that there are going to be some spoilers. Alright, so in this one, what I'm going to be adding is... let us see. We got to add a health modifier. That's going to be... this, actually, not a destroyer. No, we need a health modifier. Alright, this health modifier is going to be activated by a zone. It is going to make this crazy animation. And it's going to be a continuous, or maybe per hit, it doesn't matter because it is going to be 100%, right? It's going to kill me instantly once I'm going to be falling down. And the zone is going to be activated, of course, by Sasquatch when he's going to be hitting that zone. So let me get this one much smaller. Only to activate when Sasquatch hits the actual zone. There we go. So that's going to be the health modifier. And this thing is going to be activated by... I could activate it by a label, but I think what I'm going to do... Currently modifying... I think I'm just going to activate it by the zone over here, right? This one is going to be the one that's going to activate it. Wait, where's Sasquatch? It's right here. So this one's gonna power up. Alright, let's test it out. Let's see. So if I jump down here, you actually heard the Sasquatch animation, right? But again, it was happening not at the right time. So let's just try this out a little bit better then. Let me go with changing the settings on this one. Let's go with continuous. And see how that works. There we go. So the animation definitely looked much better this time, but we didn't hear the sound. Okay, so we're not hearing the sound then. In that case, what I'm gonna be doing here... Let me jump back in here. We are gonna be getting this one activated on this side. Let's see. Do I know who Daniels is? Nope, I have no idea who he is. There we go. We're now hearing the sound properly. That is what I wanted. Finally, we figured it out. Look at that. That looks so good. But another thing that I want to do instead, I want to have the animation, right? I want to hear Sasquatches making this sound like an echo. So let me try to figure out how to do this right. Let me go into the sounds over here. And let me put a little bit of an echo into the sound that Sasquatch is making. So let me go into, I think, maybe the delay. Yeah, I think the reverb is what I'm looking for, right? Yeah, I think a little bit of reverb is going to be making it perfect. Sasquatch sound, why so weird? Why so pitched? I mean, because he's a small character, that's why it's so pitched. I'm trying to make a tiny Sasquatch, that's why his voice is very pitched. Like a small character, right? Where he's jumping high. As I was saying, the same, you can actually kind of hear that pitch in his voice. And that's because he's a small character. That's why it's called Tiny Sasquatch. Here we go. So we did kind of get a sound of Sasquatch falling into the distance there. But it kind of feels like it's falling into a cave more than anything. So how can we do this right? Let me see. Maybe I got added this a little bit more. What if I... Maybe like the delay is better? No, because this is kind of like an echo, and I don't want an echo. I just want a reverb. This one again sounds like a not what I want. Nope. Send to delay B. Why do I want to make the entire map of the game? I mean, I'm not really planning on making the entire map of the game, the one that is currently in the game, because it's a way too big. I'm just trying to remake the main one at the moment. I'm probably going to be adding more to it in the future, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Alright, I think that's going to be how I want that one to work. Let me also activate a few more things over here. Instead of having that activated, let me just... So what's the zone going to activate, right? The zone is going to activate... Let me go back here and activate this entire chip. Just like that. Wait, where's Sasquatch? Oh, he's right over here, never mind. So in this chip, what we want to have in here, we want to have the following. We want to have a camera as well. So let me get myself a camera that's going to follow Sasquatch. And this one is going to be checking him out from above, I guess, like that. But let me go ahead and edit it again. Wait, where's the camera? Okay, so I want the camera to kind of zoom out as Sasquatch is going to be falling down, right? Just like this. Alright, let me add a few settings to him. Let me go with ease in. No, ease out. Ease out. There we go. So that one is going to activate as soon as Sasquatch falls down. Let me check it out. I mean, I kind of saw the animation going to the top there, but yeah, it's not really working out. Maybe if I just... No, what's happening? Come on, buddy. Let me try something else with the camera here. I don't really like how this works. So first of all, I want the camera to be zoomed out into Sasquatch over here. There we go. So that's going to be the point, the focal point. I do want to zoom out a little bit more, just like that. And again, we got to get this focal point into Sasquatch over here. Alright, let's test it out now. So for example, if I look over there, right, and I jump, the camera should be just pointing at the top. But it is not really working as I want it to work. Yeah, it's not really looking like I want it to look, which is weird. So how can we get this camera to move a little bit better? Maybe if I get it like in front, like this. Maybe this is gonna look a little bit better. Let's just try it out. Is there an option to change Sasquatch's costume? Not yet, not yet. At the moment, the only thing that I created is Sasquatch changing his hat. He's only gonna be able to put a hat on. Okay. I still don't like how the camera looks though. The camera kind of moves quite weirdly. Yeah, it's kind of going down with him, and I definitely don't want to achieve that. So what I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna simply remove the camera rig, just like that. Because I feel like it's much better if I leave it like this. But I really want to have the camera spotting Sasquatch when he's falling down, right? But maybe I gotta put it in a different rig. I'm not 100% sure exactly how to do it. And maybe not have him following. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to focus on that one later on. I mean, it took quite a bit of work, build trying to get this to work, but it was fun. It was definitely fun to do. I also made the interior of the ranger's cabin over here. I still have to add in the ranger and also make him sleep a little bit. We also have the fridges that are opening up. You can interact with them. Quite a lot of things you're gonna be able to interact in the game once I'm gonna be done with it. Of course, you should not be able to jump through the windows like this. I will have to block those off as well eventually. I just wanted to check out the back here because this is gonna be kind of a secret area, right? Where we're gonna be able to find like maybe a chest or something, like a secret that's gonna be placed in this corner over here. Definitely gonna want to have that. Yeah, but I think this is kind of the ranger's cabin that we finished up so far. And I just noticed some issues that we gotta fix. Apparently the light hasn't been connected to the entire cabin, so let me get this one centered up. There we go, we got it back in place. Not sure I moved this one by mistake. Let me also make sure these ones are not gonna be visible. So let me get this thing all the way. Can I not get it down? Just like that. And same for this one. Alright, fixing up some issues. It definitely takes a lot of work to create this on your own, but it would have definitely been easier if I had somebody to help me up and get this to be built up faster, but I had quite a lot of fun doing it. Definitely had quite a lot of fun doing this. Alright, let me save this one and add it to the main area. So now that we created the doorways, right? Let me jump into the game over here. Update everything as well. So let's see. Now we have the campground 2 does have a doorway for the ranger, right? So this one needs to be combined with the campground doorway right over here. This one's gonna be the RV campground doorway, but we haven't built that up, so that is not gonna be something I'm gonna be able to add just yet in the game. We cannot really connect this one, actually. I just wanted to say. What else? So we have the entrance to the lake that's gonna be here. Also, the lake has the entrance for the fisherman that's gonna be in the intersection over here. It's gonna be the ranger, and this one is gonna be the maze entrance, right? Which is gonna be the next one we're probably gonna be building up next. So let me save this up and start working on the maze next. So how I'm gonna be working on the maze? Simply making a new creation over here. Start up a new scene, just like that. Let me remove this one because we don't need it. And we're gonna be starting up with, of course, adding in our tiles. Next up, we're making the maze. We are gonna be working on the maze area. So the way I'm gonna be working on the maze area, let me first of all actually open up the maze satellite view on this other screen here. Let me see if I can find it. Maze, let's see. It's probably gonna be all the way at the bottom if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I have it. There we go. We got it. Perfect. Let's get this one in. Now, the maze area is probably going to be one of the easiest areas to make. I'm pretty sure about it. Just because it's going to be a lot of copy-pasting of bushes. That's all I got to do is just copy-paste bushes until I'm going to be finished with the entire thing. So, let me start up with this one over here. Just like that. Add it in the middle over here. Alright, raise it up. I don't want to see the pattern. And this is we gotta start by making the entrance into the maze, right? But I think I should have probably started up with a different tool, which is gonna be the path. So let me also get myself the path on this side. There we go. Let's also start adding in the trees as well, which are these ones. And I think these are all of them that we're gonna need to be using. Actually, we're also gonna, of course, need the fake trees over here that are gonna be placed on the sides. What else do we need? We are gonna need, of course, the grass that's gonna be used for the path. We are gonna need a few bushes we're gonna be able to add in the game. I think that's kind of about it for now. When do I think I'm going to be finished with this game? I cannot tell. I definitely cannot tell when I'm going to be done with it because it does take quite a bit of work. I've been really pushing for the past month or so, trying to get more things built up. And I've been doing a lot of progress, let me tell you guys. I've been doing a lot of progress on it. But I still have so much more work to do before I'm going to be done. Alright, so that's gonna be the entrance of the maze. Let me make another path over here. Just like that. Of course, we are gonna need a lot of forced elements connecting to it. So let me get this one at the same level as well. Hold up, I think it's gonna be needing to be a little bit higher. I wish I could be done with this, with the creation of this game faster, but development of games takes a long time. Especially when you're doing it yourself and you don't have other people helping you, it definitely takes much more. Buildtran, yes, I will show a little bit of a tour through the game once I'm gonna be done. Maybe closer to the end of the live stream, so stick around. I'm gonna be showing up a little bit of the what we have built up so far a little bit later on, so stick up a little bit more to the live stream. Let me rotate this one like this. Maybe like this. Nah, maybe this one much better. Yeah, there we go. Connect these ones together a little bit, maybe. There we go. Let me also connect all of these together into a single group so that's easier to work with. Alright, get this one over here. Now, one more element that we got to add, and that's really important, is of course gonna be... Let me just a second here to bring them over. So this is gonna be the middle, right? Let me go ahead and add in my chips, my microchips that are gonna make this world look so much better. So we got the variables microchip. We got the persistent motherboard. We got the music. And we got the most important one. That's gonna be the SS motherboard. This one kind of changes the color of the entire place. Alright, makes everything look so much better. I'll place these ones over here. Let me jump into the music and mute this one for now. We don't need it. And that's gonna be the variables and the persistence. Alright, perfect. I think if I'm not mistaken, I accidentally added these ships inside a group that I did not want to have. So these are going to have to be sitting there on their own. You, buddy, are going to be a bush. It's going to have to sit over here. We are going to multiply these ones quite a couple of times, but for now, it's just going to have to stay there. And of course, a lot of the grass. We are going to have to place a lot of stuff in this maze because I'm pretty sure this maze is not going to take that much energy. So I'm going to take advantage of that in order to make this look as beautiful as possible. Ahmad, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. All right, let me bring this one over here. As I was saying, this one's going to be the entrance, which means it's going to have some of these trees in the back. Just like that. Fake forests. Let me go with 180 degrees like this. Or maybe 9 degrees. All right. Copy paste these forests a few times, just like that. And also copy paste them on the other side as well. Right over here. There we go, much better. Do I know any good dream sculptors? I know there are quite a few really impressive sculptors in dreams. I haven't really gotten too much into dreams so that I can tell you which ones I know and that you should go ahead and contact if you want to work with. But there are some amazing sculptors in dreams for sure. Absolutely crazy creations that I have seen in dreams. I think there's going to be enough for a path yet to make its way inside the maze. So let's just start up by adding a lot of these flat ones. Start working on the maze concept, right? Do I prefer Mac or iPad? Of course Mac. Always Mac. iPad is great if you're trying to watch some content, maybe stuff like that, but it's not really amazing if you're trying to play some crazy games or create some other stuff. When did I start? 27 days ago? No, this is kind of the 27th or 23rd day of the live stream. But I actually started working on this specific game here a year ago. And since then, I definitely started learning so many more things that I had no idea the first time when I started. I definitely learned so much more. It took me quite a while to get to this stage, but eventually I got here and I'm pretty happy with quite a lot of stuff that I learned. Of course, I still have a long ways to go before I'm going to be done with kind of knowing everything about dreams. Hopefully, eventually I will be getting better. I also used a lot of the elements that I could find in the Dreamiverse because if you're trying to make a game from the scratch and trying to create all the assets yourself, it's going to take way too much. Oh, I started it in, when was it? 2021? Maybe at the beginning of 2021, something like that, I think. If you're going and watching the first live stream of this series here, you're going to be able to see when I first started it. So it's definitely like a year ago. Hey, Ollie, you changed your name from Ollie to Bots. Why'd you do that, buddy? I keep on seeing a lot of people changing their names. I don't know why you guys keep on changing your names so much. I've never changed the name that I had in the past. Whoa, look at this maze. I mean, this is a really interesting maze, but I want to make my own, and I want it to be like a really bushy maze, right? So I just wanted to see what other creations people have made here with in dreams. For example, this one doesn't really look like... I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like trees, but it's really messed up. It's kind of experimental. I really want it to look like a bush. So... let's see. Oh, look at this one. This one looks pretty nice. Wait, where is it? I cannot even see it. Some people don't know how to make assets at all. Because, for example, if I'm trying to place this one, I just have no idea what it is. I just cannot see it anywhere. Is it above? Is it... oh my god, it's all the way up there. Are you kidding me, game? What type of maze is this? Hold up, let me try to zoom into it. Interesting. So this character over here, whoever made this, has made this maze using only the same asset as you guys can see, right? And just duplicated this one so many times. But if you're gonna do that, you're just gonna go through the gameplay terminal in no time. So I'm not gonna use that maze, of course. If you're trying to make like an asset for somebody to use, for example, if you're selecting these trees, right, you want to have this as an asset, you go ahead and save it as an asset right over here. Then you got to go into that asset itself, place it in the middle of the actual section, which of course you identify the middle by this circle over here, and then save it again, and then it's going to be much easier for people using it. I want to find like a really beautiful wall, like a leaf wall, right? Maze hedge, for example. Yeah, look at this. This kind of looks really beautiful. But I feel like I want to have something special. Let's go with maze hedge. Let's search for hedge here. Maybe we can find a better one. If not, I'm going to have to make my own. Ooh, topiary. Look at this. I may actually be able to use this in the creation. I kind of like this. Okay. Not a bad one. Let's see what else we can find. What game is this coming from? This is called Dreams. It is available on the PlayStation only. And this one is again yet one more element that kind of looks like grass. Let's only search for hedge, I guess. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, look at that. Hard hedge. Whoa. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't like the color of it. Basic hedge. Hedge archway, which I'm definitely going to want to make for the game as well. Look at this thing. You know what? I think I'm actually going to use this element to create the whole maze. And from this one, I'm just going to make my own shapes, right? So let's remove that. Let's also get rid of this. Yeah, I feel like I like this one the most. I'm not going to make the airport. Definitely not going to make the airport. Leafy hedge. Whoa, this one also looks really good. Sure. Yeah, I kind of like this one as well. But I feel like I can also change the color of this thing, right, if I want to. Not to mention, I could make this one much, much bigger. The entrance to be a little bit more impressive. Let me also add in my Sasquatch as well. Let me also add... hold up. First of all, let me see if I can find something else. Whoa, we even can add a swan inside here. You know what? Yeah, let's just make this this maze here look a little bit more interesting than the one that we know from Sneaky Sasquatch. I just want it to be a little bit more impressive than the one that we all know, right? So let's see what other elements we have. H2, what is this? Interesting, but not really working with these two. They are working on an airport. I doubt it, buddy. I absolutely doubt it, Ahmed. I don't think they're going to be adding airport. I know a lot of people keep on saying this, keep on wanting and keep on asking for airports. I don't think that's going to happen in Sneaky Sasquatch. Just because for the developers to add an airport to the game, it means quite a lot of things. Not only that they have to create that airport area, which is going to be a brand new area, of course, but they also have to figure out what you can do with the airport, right? Because you should be able to visit different cities, different locations with the airport, right? If you're using an airplane, of course, you're not going to be just flying with the airplane from the town to the campground. You got to go through much bigger distances, right? Which means they are going to have to build up quite a bit of stuff in order to get that to work. All right, first of all, let me go ahead and change the color of this. Ooh, you can make it red. That is so cool. Let me just get the color to kind of match the grass at the bottom here a little bit if I can. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. And apparently I'm not succeeding. What type of green is this? Hold up. I mean, as long as I match it to these trees, I think we should be all good. Am I gonna make the marina? Not in the first stage of development, no. Maybe in the future update, but not at the beginning of the release of this game, no. Alright, I think that is kind of the correct color. Let me try to match the color with the swan here as well. While we add it. Okay, I think that's kind of a pretty good job already. Right, perfect. Let's add this one at the top. I was thinking it would be kind of like Animal Crossing New Horizons, and you can travel to your friends on the game center. I mean, in order for them to do that, they have to make the game multiplayer. And as you guys know, that is something that developers said that they're not gonna be adding into the game. At least not yet. Hopefully they will eventually add it, because having multiplayer in Sneaky Sasquatch would be absolutely amazing. If they do manage to figure out how to do that, it's gonna be perfect. Let me just copy this one over here for a second, because I want to make the entrance here look a little bit more interesting. Let me get a greenish color for this. Circle. This. Let me try to make this path a little bit more interesting, I guess. At the moment, in order for them to add stuff like in Animal Crossing, I feel like they have to add more customization, right, to the world itself, like in Animal Crossing. Because at the moment, everybody's house, everybody's place would absolutely look the same, except for just color changes. So they definitely have to add more customizability to the world of Sneaky Sasquatch if they want people to visit their own creations, right? All right, there we go. So we got the path inside. That's kind of what I wanted to achieve here. Let me grab these ones and copy paste. Oh, actually, no, not that one at the top. Only this one's gonna be the one I'm gonna be copy pasting quite a few times. So let me copy it at the top here as well. Of course, the developers of Sneaky Sasquatch can do so many things to that game. It just takes a lot of time. And as they were actually saying in Reddit or on Discord, I think I read it. They were making fun saying that in order for them to add all these updates that we keep on requesting, they would have to clone themselves. Because at the moment, as you guys know, there's only 2 developers working on Sneaky Sasquatch. And making a full game and adding all these stuff, all these updates, with just 2 people working on it, it's not easy. You have to put a lot of work to get everything done. As you guys can see, I'm doing all this 3D job here myself. I'm not a game developer either. I'm just trying to learn. And it's also taking me so much time to finish doing things. Maybe one of these maps that I'm creating, every new map that I'm trying to create kind of takes me a few hours. And then a few more hours to refine it. So yeah, as you guys can see, it is a lot of work. Now, I have one question for you guys. As I'm building the maze here, do you all want me to make the exact same replica of the maze, like a Sneaky Sasquatch? Or do you guys want me to make like a more complicated maze? The update is not out for Sneaky Sasquatch. No, it's not out just yet. All right, let me try to figure out how to do this right. So, what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be making... let me copy this one out of the way. Build this one up. Remove this entire thing. And this is going to be the block we're going to be using, right? But I will make a specific shape of it. So, let's see how this works. First of all, hard. So you guys want me to make like a harder maze? Yeah, that is definitely gonna be something I'm gonna be doing. I don't really want it to be that easy. And I'm also gonna be making it a little bit different, I think. It's not gonna be, as I was saying, like a Sneaky Sasquatch. And the reason I'm saying this is because I want it to be challenging for us. And also, it's probably going to be like a quest. In order for us to open it up properly or solve it, we are going to probably have to do something. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing here. But I don't know, maybe think like in order to reach the end of the maze, you are going to have to open up one of these secret hatches, right? One of these walls that's going to be like a secret hatchet. And in order to open it, you are going to have to do something crazy about it. Not exactly sure how, though. Am I going to upload the game? Once it's going to be done, yes, but it's still not done just yet. I'm still working hard on it, guys, as you guys can see. Let me actually... No. Let me delete this one. So this is going to be the only shape that I'm going to be using, right? So let me get this one starting up from here. Just like that. I think this is going to be the shape that I'm just going to be copy-pasting constantly into the other ones. So let me group these ones into a group. This one's going to be copied over here. We go. Copy another one over here. Figure out what size we want this one to be. These three are going to be copied on this side. There we go. You know what I gotta add? Hold up. Let me add Sasquatch for a second so that I can figure out what size this is, right? I definitely don't want Sasquatch to be able to jump over it, for sure. What did we just search? Hedge, right? We searched for Hedge. Okay, I just wanted to see if we have multiple of these ones. So Swan, Hedge, Topiary. Or maybe I should search for Topiary and see if I can find more of those creations. Because that Swan is really special. And I'm also thinking of adding maybe like a waterfall or something. Oh, look at that! A dog hedge. Whoa, this one looks epic. Yeah, you know what? Let's add this one over here as well. We are going to probably try to make it the same color, the same style. Oh, look at this. Apparently, this one is made by Medium Molecule, but this one is way too shiny. I don't like it like this. Really don't like it like this. It's not really going with the aspect of the game that I created here. Do multiple keys. What do you mean multiple keys? When the game is finished, it will be free. Yes, it will be free. If you do have dreams, of course, you are going to be able to play it. Look at that. We also have an elephant over here we're going to be able to use. Oh, man, these are going to be looking so good when I'm going to be placing in the game. You know what? This one actually kind of gives me an idea. Maybe I should make this elephant huge, and Sasquatch will actually be able to cross through it like this. This one gives me such a good idea here, yeah. But I got to make it match the same color of this one. So let me see if I can make it the same color style. Okay, I think I got it instantly. Yep, we got it, perfect. The shininess. Yeah, some elements, you can definitely make a really shiny game if you want to, for sure. So as I was saying, I want the elephant... we're not going to be able to enter through his bum, but what I want to have here, the ability to just rotate him like this and just walk through him like this, right? And make your way to the next area. Yeah, that's definitely going to be happening in the maze for sure, because this is going to make the this world look so much interesting. So let me get it over here for a second. Raise it up, make sure it's going to sit on the ground a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, I like it like this. Did you see someone posted what the TV news says? I mean, the TV news says quite a lot of things. I think I saw a few posts about that. Something also about an alligator as well, which was really, really interesting. Who knows? Maybe in the future they will add an alligator in the swamp. Why not? That would be really cool. Alright, so this one's gonna be elephants. That's gonna be going, I guess, right about here somewhere. Put multiple hatches. Yeah, we can definitely put some hatches over here for sure. And you can open up like a few of them, but only one of them is going to be correct one, right? I have some crazy ideas that I can do with the maze here, and I'm definitely going to implement them for sure once this is going to be done. I cannot wait to get it to for everybody to explore. Even myself, I cannot wait to play this through this, I should say. Let's see if we can find some more topiaries that we can use. So let's go with Hedge again. I think there were a few more that I could actually use in the game. This elephant one currently is my favorite one. Signing the hedgehog gloves. Look at these gloves. These are looking awesome. I could add some gloves to Sasquatch to tell the truth. You know what? Hold up. Let me save these ones for later. Do a secret underground minotaur maze. That would be cool as well, eh? A secret underground maze. I'm gonna fix the footprint on the sidewalk. Yeah, I'm still gonna be working on that. At the moment, the footprints are way too dark. I definitely have to make them less dark, I guess. But that's not mandatory just yet. That's just something I'm gonna leave at the end, because at the moment, if I'm gonna keep on fixing everything up, I'm never gonna finish this game up. So some things are gonna be prioritized by others. Alright, let me add tiny Sasquatch over here so that he can explore this. Just like that. Let me test it out. Okay, so the entrance is actually the perfect size, to tell the truth. We definitely cannot jump over it, right? So that is awesome. It kind of feels like we can jump, but not really. I'm guessing I'm also going to be making like a camera, maybe like a camera rig. When Sasquatch comes inside the maze here, he cannot go and look over like this, right? Because this is kind of going to trick the system. We only want to have Sasquatch looking like this so that he cannot see what's on the other side. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to be able to fix. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, let me go ahead and rotate this. Oh, let me go ahead and rotate this one. Wait, where's that swan? Never mind, I saw it. Let me go ahead and rotate this one this way. I think I want to have two elephants. And they're both going to allow you to go in different paths, right? They're going to be facing this way at the entrance, of course, like this. Not exactly entirely sure how to use them and if I want to use them like doorways or not. And another thing that I want to have is this guy, the swan, needs to rotate 180 degrees that way. And I also want to have it a little bit bigger. I'm guessing I would like to place the swan here in maybe like a fountain or something like that. That would be really cool. If I manage to place the swan into a fountain, that's gonna be perfect. The devs of Stinky Sasquatch would hire me when they see this. Oh god. Nope, we only want to delete the dog. There we go. Let me also save this up. Scene, game, and let's call this one Maze. I mean, the devs at Rack 7 definitely need more help for sure. They definitely need a little bit of help. All right, let me grab me this. Place the entrances just like that. I feel like I gotta get it a little bit to the left, right over here. Okay. Let's get this one going a little bit more. So I'm gonna be doing this maze as I go. We are gonna figure it out if I got it right or not, but hopefully I can get it from the start, right? Let me see if I can find a fountain in the Dreamiverse that we can use. Are you going to be adding cutscenes that start the stories? Yeah, I'm thinking of adding cutscenes. At the moment, I'm not really exactly sure how to do cutscenes in the game. I'm still learning a little bit, so I'm just watching some tutorials, try to figure out how to do the cutscenes. But I'm definitely going to be adding some cutscenes that are going to be, we're going to be able to see, I guess, as we play the game. Alright, let me see if I can find a fountain. Whoa, look at all these fountains. Especially this one. Are you kidding me? This one looks pretty neat. I don't understand why the whoever created it tilted it like this. He could have saved it properly. This looks so weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna be using it then. Let me jump into the... Wait, Sasquatch theme? Why is that one playing then, eh? That's gonna be the motherboard that has the music in it. I'm gonna remove that one and these ones. Alright, perfect. So let me try to find a motherboard, as I was saying, a proper fountain. There are gonna be some quite a lot of creations that people are making in Dreams, of course, but not all of them are gonna be working with what I'm trying to build up here. This one looks pretty nice. But I'm not sure exactly how to incorporate the swan. DV Other, if you want to become a member, buddy, there is a join button at the bottom next to the subscriber, or check out the link in the description. But thank you very much for considering to do that, buddy. That's a hologram water. That is so cool. What type of waterfalls do we have here? It's amazing that you can kind of find almost everything that you want in the Dreamiverse. Everything that I looked for so far, I found. Of course, not everything you're going to be able to find is probably going to be working with what you're trying to build in your game. But at least you get something you can start working on. For example, look at this thing. This looks so cool. It's also making the sound of the waterfall, of a fountain here. What more do you want? This is really cool. Let's see, like this. Maybe instead of having this gold thing on the top here, right? Maybe just remove that one. And let me add in the swan on top instead. Or instead of having a waterfall here, why not just maybe I'm gonna create like a small pond in the middle, and I'm just gonna place the swan on top of the pond. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna want that. I think I'm gonna be making something else in here. Never mind. Let's keep on going then. So this one's gonna be going a little bit like this. There we go. Let me turn this one off. Just like that. All right. Now, I think I'm gonna start going on the left here with it. So let me turn this one 90 degrees like this. There we go. Let me bring another one, because this is gonna open up through there. Just like that. At the moment, I don't really have an idea on which path I want it to be the one that's gonna allow us to finally reach the end. Because as I was saying, I'm actually building this as I go. I haven't really planned it up at all. So because of that, we're gonna have to just wait and see how this is gonna go. Let me bring another one over here. I mean, I could have an opening on this side, to tell the truth, like that, and another one on here. All right, close this up. There we go. Would I encourage someone to make a game? I mean, if you like the idea of making a game, yeah, why not? especially in Dreams, because you're not really coding, right? In Dreams you're coding, but you're doing visual coding, which is so much different than actually opening up a software that allows you to code games or anything for that matter, like JavaScript. You don't really have to watch all that text. In here, you're seeing the result of your code or your logic so much faster. Go to the beach. I haven't made the beach. I haven't made the beach area. So I definitely cannot go to the beach at the moment. Let me grab me this one over here. Just like that. This one's gonna be blocking up the path on this side. Yeah, let me grab another one over here. There we go. I mean, water coming out of the beak. Oh, the beak of the swan. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, that sounds much better, Silas. That sounds so much better, for sure. So I think what I'm gonna probably do, I'm probably gonna make like a small pond in the middle somewhere. And the swan is gonna be placed in the middle of the pond, and it's gonna have water coming from its beak. Yeah, that sounds much more plausible for sure. Probably gonna have to do that. But of course, in order to do that, I gotta bring my own lakes, right, that I created here. My ponds. So let me see if I can actually find it. I can definitely just use this one that I already created. Of course, it's gonna take a little bit of editing in order to get it to look like I want it. So let me do just that. This is gonna be kind of the middle of the whole maze, right? Let me also get rid of these things as well. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna need this grass, but I'm gonna need this one instead. So let me figure out how big we want this pond to be. Of course, I don't want the pond to be that big. I just want it to be a really small pond in the middle there, kind of to determine the middle area of this maze, right? And it is gonna probably be placed around here like that. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Let me remove the dirt because we are gonna have to use a different type of dirt. There we go. The swan over here, of course, is gonna be placed on the water. Just like that. That was such a good idea, though. That was such a good idea. One thing I want to do, though, let me change this and this, because this is gonna have a big opening over here. If you go straight up ahead, you're gonna make it to the center, which is gonna be the swan over here, and the small ponds, which is this thing. But in order to actually activate the pond, let me bring it over a little bit more, just like that. Let me also copy paste this a few times. Did I add the Ranger Danger yet? I haven't added the functions. I haven't created the logic of the Ranger, but I do have the Ranger available that I have already sculpted in the game. Let me just go ahead and add him in so you guys can see him, but I haven't added any logic for him just yet. We got two versions of him. We have a standard one, and this one's gonna be the main Ranger, as you guys can see right here. Look at that. So as I was saying, I haven't added any logic on him, but I am planning on adding logic so that he's gonna chase us away and stuff like that. The thing about the Ranger is that we're not gonna have the costumes. We're not gonna have the ability to get ourselves the Ranger costume. That's not something I'm planning on adding. What I'm planning on adding, though, is finishing the game up by simply collecting all the map pieces. that is something I'm going to be working on. Alright, so we gotta cut through here to make like a small pond, right? So let me see if I can figure this out. At the same time, let me go ahead and get this guy out of the way a little bit so I can figure it out. Alright, let me switch to the cameras here so I can see me using the controller here as I'm making this. I should do a series of Astroneer. Actually, I was actually thinking of doing that, Sasquatch. I was actually thinking of doing that with another YouTuber. Unfortunately, the other YouTuber wasn't really okay with the idea of playing Astroneer, and because of that, I kind of scratched the idea of doing it. But who knows? Maybe in the future we will. Right, I'm just trying to make like a circle here. It doesn't really have to be perfect, of course, because it's going to be like a dirt circle. Dang it, I kind of messed it up. Hold up. Gotta do it in small pieces just in case I mess up. I don't delete everything. Or I don't undo everything I wanted to say. I will want to try to undo the path that I currently smudged through. I think that'll do. And next up, let me make a hole through the dirt. Right, I think I kind of like that. Perfect. Let me jump into bringing this fella over then. It might need to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, we might need to make this puddle here a little bit bigger though. Or either that, or I can just simply make this swan smaller and have it dropping some water from its mouth, right? In the ponds. Yeah, what do you guys think about this one? I also really like the lights coming from the top. It's kind of giving this place a little bit more interesting. It's making it a little bit more interesting, especially if I'm gonna make like some god rays and stuff like that. Let's see here. Okay. Let me add in first of all, a waterfall sound effect. Or more like, what is it called? Fountain sound effect. Alright, let me go into tags, sound effects. This kind of sounds like somebody peeing. Seriously? I mean, I guess that kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works, actually. Hold up, let me see what other water effects Media Molecule has created, because I know they also have a small waterfall. Yeah, they have the waterfall sound effects, but that is a little bit too much. We don't really have that big of a waterfall here, right? So let me look for waterfall again. Or water. And sound. Let's see what else we can find. Stream of running water. Maybe this one is a little bit better to tell the truth. Let me just remove this one. Oh yeah, this one sounds much, much better for sure. It kind of sounds more like a river, though. Hey, Braxton, welcome back, buddy. We started working right now on the maze. Small water fountain. I mean, this is the same one, right? Yeah, it's the same one. Whatever. I think we're gonna just stick with this one. Let me also make sure the sound is only gonna be coming from the swan over here. So let's expand this one like that. So that as soon as we get close to the swan, we're gonna be able to hear it. Whenever you're making games, sound is so important in games. That's what makes or breaks a game. So let me test it out. So if I'm over here, we cannot hear it, right? If I make my way inside, look at that, you can actually hear it. I feel like we're hearing it a little bit too soon. So what I'm gonna do, let me reduce the size of it to about, I guess, that size. Position it in the middle. And let me test it again. Okay, and if I leave? There we go, we can no longer hear it. Of course, the sound of the maze here can definitely be something we're gonna be able to use as we're trying to cross the maze, right? As we're trying to solve it. I mean, this is kind of what you missed so far, Braxton. We're trying to build up the maze area. I feel like the sound is a little bit too much still. So let me go into this. Inner radius. Outer radius. Let's get the outer radius a little bit smaller. Maybe like that. I think it's a little bit too small now. Yeah, definitely too small. So let's go with 44. Okay, this is much better now. Perfect. Of course, you're also gonna be able to walk through this pond if you want to, but I feel like what I want to do, I want to pull it a little bit towards me so that it's gonna have a little bit of a deepness to it, right? So if I go now in the pond, there we go. Much better like this. All right, perfect. What else? Let's keep on working on the actual maze itself then. So what I want to do... Actually, no. I want this one duplicated a few times. Both sides. Hopefully I'm not gonna make the maze here too gigantic. I'm already planning on adding quite a lot of things, but I'm hoping that I'm not gonna make it too big. Alright. Of course, the middle area here where we have the swan is gonna have to be quite a big one, because this is gonna be like a center area, right? A centerpiece of the maze. We are gonna evolve it a little bit from this point on. But let me just copy these ones. Just like that. And like that. And like that. Alright, and next up we need these one copy pasted over here. Okay, not bad. How long have you been making this? I've been working on this for about a year. And I'm still not done. I still have quite a bit more to do. And I barely just started working on the logic. We haven't really added that much logic into the game. That is definitely going to be something I'm going to be having to working on more. You know what I should do here? I should just start working on the elephants for sure. So let me add the elephants right over here. Not sure exactly how to get this to work properly, but I guess if I do like that, should be good. Oh yeah, that is great. So you're gonna have to make your way through the elephant's legs. Not bad. Not bad at all. So of course you gotta go through the elephant here to get to another side of the maze. Yeah, I kinda like that idea. Will I add the cache? I already created the caches, buddy. I already created the secret cache in the game. Mom Cam, welcome, welcome, welcome. Actually, that camera. Yeah, as I was saying, I will be making this maze look a little bit different, and most of you already voted on making this more complex than it already is in the world of Sneaky Sasquatch. So that is exactly what I'm going to be making. I'm definitely going to be making it look more interesting than it is. Now, another thing that I'm guessing that I'm going to be doing, what do you guys feel like about making like a secret hatch, right? For example, when Sasquatch does something, activates a lever, this hedge over here moves over, and then we're going to be able to cross through the elephant. What do you guys think about that? I kind of like that idea more. So for now, it's going to be closed, right? And the only way you're going to be able to cross through the other side, if Sasquatch does like a certain puzzle for pulling some levers, then these hedges are going to be moving away, allowing us to go through there. Water is coming out of the beak. I know, buddy. I know. I haven't added that just yet. That would be very cool, but hard. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I want to make with the maze here. Mazes, in my opinion, should be pretty difficult. You shouldn't be able to just go through them so easy as you're going through in Sneaky Sasquatch. That's why I wanted to make it a little bit more complex. What I want a Sasquatch to do, for example, I wanted to cross through the maze, solve a maze through here, go through here, maybe go through here, and eventually you are going to think that you made it to the end, but you're not going to be able to get there. You're actually going to be making yourself to a spot where you're going to have like a bunch of levers they're going to have to pull in a specific pattern. Once you pull those levers in a specific pattern, then you have to come back, and you're going to notice that these doorways have opened up, and then this is actually going to be the main area, or maybe this one. I'm not going to spoil it just yet. You guys are not going to find out which one is going to be, but that's going to kind of be the idea that I'm having. Let me just go ahead and add the not waterfall, what I was looking for here. I forgot what I was looking for. Hold up. So these are the recent ones. Oh, fountain. Fountain is what I was looking for. Let me grab a fountain and check it out. Let's see how we can do this effect. So we got a fountain over here that looks pretty interesting. The water on it at least looks really, really interesting. Look at that. Yeah, I feel like this is the water that I'm gonna need to copy paste at the bottom there, right? So let me see how we can do this. Okay, so we are gonna need this and this. Copy paste it outside of it. There we go. Oh, snap. I did not want to do that. This is the one that we need. So these two need to be added into the maze layer. Right over here. Let me turn this one around. Like that. And I only need the water from this layer. So let me remove this. Let me remove this, this, and this. Alright, and this, with the water, is gonna have to come over here. Coming out of the mouth of the swan. Just like probably that. Am I good at map making? I mean, at the moment, I'm just copy-pasting the map of Sneaky Sasquatch. If I would have had to create this whole map from the scratch, it would have probably been a little bit more difficult to make. But yeah, I do feel like I'm a pretty good map maker myself. Look at that. There we go. We got the effect of the water coming out of the swan's mouth. It's kind of coming a little bit too weirdly out of its mouth. So let me move it a little bit. Let me see if I can edit the setting a little bit of this thing. So at the moment, yeah, I feel like that's much better. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I feel like this is much better. Yeah, the round circle or cylinder is definitely much better. Just like that. 0%. I do want to increase the speed of it, so let's see how we can do that. Maybe like a 150. Yeah, just a little bit, not too much speed. Another thing that I want to do is... Hold up, buddy. Let me lower down this effect. Just to about here, I guess. Alright, look at that. Looks much better now. Let me test it out. Whoa, it looks so good when you're actually entering. Are you kidding me? I had no idea that looks so good. I just finished building it, but I haven't really tested it, and I haven't really seen how the actual waterfall or... Oh man, this looks so good. Look at this. You can even go ahead and take a shower if you want to. Ah, he loves it. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, this is gonna look so good. I feel like the maze is probably gonna be my favorite area once I'm gonna be done with it for sure. It just looks epic. I cannot wait to also work on the logic so that we can get these special hatchways open up only once I activate certain things. And I feel like another thing that I'm gonna want to do. So we're gonna have red eyes for the elephants, but the only way you're gonna be able to cross is if you turn the eyes of the elephant to be green. So that's gonna probably be part of the puzzle as well, right? So if I jump into the elephant itself, I'm gonna grab some spheres over here. No, I don't want that. I just want to choose the color red for the eyes. And do we like this? Look at that. Okay. Or maybe instead of having them red because they're kind of freaky, to tell the truth. They look kind of spooky to have them red like this. Maybe instead I should just turn them into maybe like a, I don't know, like a random color, or maybe no color at all. For example, like this. And once you activate them, that's when they're gonna turn completely green. As it's telling us that they are completely activated, right? Or maybe orange like this. Yeah, we don't want him to be a devil elephant. We only want him to have not red eyes. I just wanted to figure out how to do a system where the eyes are deactivated. They're gonna tell us if the elephant is active or not. Make him black. Yeah, make him black. Let's make him black, completely black. Much better. There we go. So let me edit them and put him a little bit more into the face of the elephants. Alright. Let me also do the same for the other elephant as well. Alright, much better like that. There we go. So we got one eye over here, and we got eyes for this fellow as well. Now, as you guys can see, this one is gonna have this passage activated. So this is gonna be another side of the puzzle that's gonna take us to another place. What I'm thinking about this maze, I'm thinking the following things, right? We're gonna be able to go through this maze to collect one map piece, but also another side of the maze is gonna be for collecting, I don't know, something important, maybe like an ore in order to use the canoes on the lake. The eyes were having a seizure. Hey, you can also ride the swan if you want to. Look at that. That is so cool. Alright, another thing that we gotta add, and that's gonna be important, are gonna be clouds. So let me go into now recent my creations over here and find the clouds. The Assassin's Creed map on Dreams. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. You can make a lot of things in Dreams, but at the same time, if you're gonna be creating huge maps, it's just gonna take you forever. Keep in mind that these crazy maps, such as the map in Assassin's Creed, has been created by hundreds of developers and artists, not just one. That's kind of the idea of these big companies, right? They have a lot of developers working for them. For example, I think Sasquatch is an indie game because it's been created by a few developers. In their case, just 2 developers, and they also had quite a bit of help from other artists, like some people making, I guess, some of the graphics idea or the eye direction of it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they also got some help on the music, of course, because it has been created by some other artists that they have hired to help them up with that. But yeah, making the full Assassin's Creed map on your own, that's just insanity. That's just gonna take forever. Especially if you're putting so much detail as I'm usually putting in these worlds that I'm creating here. Alright, we got the clouds in. Let me actually select all these clouds and place them as a single group. Right, so these are all the clouds. There we go. Go back in and test it out and see how it looks. Yes, human, I do remember you, buddy. Alright, look at that. The clouds look much, much better now. Let me check out to see how the world looks from the distance again. Oh, man, I absolutely love it. Look at this. This is so cool. So cool. One thing that I'm noticing is kind of messing me up a little bit. I do have to get this one a little bit out of the way because I want this to be a little bit kind of similar on both sides, right? So I want to have enough spacing here as I'm making my way inside the maze. Oh yeah, much better now. Alright, perfect. Let's keep on working on this. You got scared because I said your name? Come on, buddy. Is my voice that scary? Okay, let me jump into these 2 and copy paste them over here. So as I was saying, this is gonna feel like the main path, but this path is only gonna take us to maybe another puzzle, another maze that's gonna be a little bit difficult in order to collect or activate, or more like solve, right, the levers puzzle. I feel like Tiny Sasquatch is gonna be a game all about puzzles. You're gonna have a lot of puzzles to do and a lot of collectibles to grab and use eventually. I'm kind of gonna combine puzzle games with point-and-click adventure games. That's kind of the whole idea of it. And just because I'm gonna be using the same elements over and over again, I feel like I'm gonna be able to make this maze absolutely huge. And of course, it is going to be a maze, and the whole idea of a maze is for us to get lost in it. And if people are going to start getting lost in the maze and not knowing exactly where to go next, I feel like I will achieve the goal of making a successful maze for sure. So of course, I don't want to go too much into making the maze too big, but I don't want it to be too small either. Alright, I think this should probably do if I copy paste it to the right sides. You don't normally communicate with streamers. I know some of the streamers have a lot of views and a lot of followers. That's why it's quite difficult for them to reply to everybody in the chat. Most of them, of course, are doing their best to be able to respond. But it's not easy. As you guys can imagine, it's not as easy. I still feel like this pond should be bigger, but at the same time, maybe I'm just gonna try to beautify it a little bit instead. Yeah, I feel like it's probably the right size. I'm just gonna have to add a lot of elements to make it look much, much better. Another thing that I want to add, let me try to make this light. Light up the entire place here, not just the water spots. So in order to do that, let me just get this one lower. Ooh, much better. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't want you to ever stop, Braxton. Cheers, mate. It is, of course, gonna stop eventually. Maybe like about half an hour or so. Maybe just a few more minutes, and we're gonna be done. Add mist. Yeah, we are gonna have to add a little bit of mist into the maze here. Not too much. We don't want to make this one too intense. At the moment, what I want to do though, let me see. I want to make like another exit through here, but I don't want this one to be going too much over there. So I'm probably gonna just make it like this. I'm not 100% sure, or just simply make it identical to this one, or close to identical, I guess. There we go. And the thing about the maze that I'm going to be creating here is that I'm going to be hiding a lot of things into the maze. So if you want to collect all the collectibles in the game, you are going to have to explore all of it. That's kind of my plan with it. For example, if you're entering the maze through here, right? You are going to know that if you make a right and a right again, you're probably going to be stuck. So maybe just hide like a secret inside here just to convince you to go over there. Now, another question that I'm having as I was actually going through the maze. Would you guys actually like to have Sasquatch turn into first person as we're going through the maze here, explore the maze in first person? Because that may actually be a little bit more interesting, right? Instead of having third person. What do you guys think about that? Would that be something that you'll be interested in seeing? Because at the moment, if I jump into Sasquatch, right, he kind of is able to see above, and I definitely don't want that. I could also just have Sasquatch, maybe like a camera that's going to be stuck to Sasquatch like this, so that you're not going to be able to look above too much. At least this is going to be the normal look of the camera, right? Which means you're not going to be able to move your camera any sides. So would you like me to have it third person like this and not be able to look above? Or would you like me to just make it first person? For example, imagine that right now we are playing with Sasquatch and you're going through the maze like this. Because I'm not 100% sure how I want this to look. Of course, I can test it out by simply adding a camera to my Sasquatch and see how that's gonna look. Let's add in a camera over here. And as I was saying, this camera is gonna be stuck to Sasquatch just like that. In the middle. Right? And this one's gonna activate as soon as we make our way inside, I guess, this entire zone. Oh yeah, look at that. We cannot look up and down at the moment. It is kind of weird because I'm trying to move and it's moving so fast for some reason, but it's not allowing me to look up and down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why it's moving so fast though. First person seems harder to figure out which way to go. Yeah, that would definitely make the puzzle much, much more complicated for sure if I would make it first person. Or I could have an option. Yeah, I don't want to have an option. I just wanted to make it one way and that's it. And people would just have to stick with it. In the original game, you can look over, so I think it might be better that way. Yeah, so we are gonna have it third person as I have it right now, but you're not gonna be able to look above the hedges, right? To figure out what's on the other side of the wall if you want to go there. But I'm not quite sure exactly. This is kind of how I want it to have, right? I'm not gonna be able to look left and right, but I don't know why the camera moves so fast. There's something wrong with it. Let me see if I can figure it out. So why is the camera moving so fast? First of all, I want to add this focal point on Sasquatch himself. Just like that. So this is the setting of the camera. Transition time. Field of... Oh, we can reduce the field of view if you want to. Oh my god, that's gonna make it so difficult. Hold up, where's the field of view? Okay, so this is the field of view that we can actually edit. Are you kidding me? That's gonna be so epic. Alright, I think this is gonna be the camera look. Focus distance, which of course is gonna be on Sasquatch itself. That's gonna be the aperture. I can add a little bit of blur if I want to in the distance there by adding a little bit of aperture. Transition done. Transition. Imp scale, medium imp size, max imp size, follow imp. Oh, I don't want this to follow imp, no. Hide imp. VR scale, I don't want any VR scale. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is. So it's still not working properly. I feel like I gotta add maybe like a camera rig. I think I know why it's doing this. Hold up, let me try to figure this out again. So the way I'm gonna fix this... I think... Let me try that like this. Position it the right way. Alright, so now, hopefully the camera is gonna be fixed. Nope. It is fixed only on that zone, and that's not what we want. We want the camera to be like a rig, following me constantly, right? So yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly how to do it, but we are gonna have to figure out how to make a rig system that's gonna follow the character. Because at the moment, this camera is not following the character. I'm not sure exactly how to make it follow. Hide imp. Disable. Oh, follow imp, actually. Yeah, let's go with follow imp. I mean, it's not following the imp, it's following my puppets, and I don't really have an option to tell it to follow the puppet itself. Disable, hide imp. Don't hide the imp. There we go. I mean, it is following me, kinda. But I need it to follow me as I'm going through the maze. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to do the cameras yet. I think I'm gonna have to look at some tutorials to try to learn how to do it better, and then I'm gonna figure it out. Right. So this is gonna be the first part of the maze. That's gonna be the second part of the maze. Third, fourth, and fifth at the back there. I think that's how it's gonna work, yeah. I'm probably not gonna be able to finish up the maze. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna be able to finish up the maze in just a few minutes here, but I will have to put a lot more work into it, trying to figure out how to make it better. Because at the moment, I haven't really figured out how I want the maze to look. Okay. And I haven't really figured out the actual layout of the maze. As I was saying, I'm currently just working on it as I go. Just like that. There we go, perfect. Kitty Wolf, welcome. Welcome back to the live stream. Alright, that's gonna be another entrance into another section of the maze. I think I wanna close it up over here, like, actually, not really close it up, but make like another path to go through there. There we go. Do we want to close it up here? One there, maybe like here. Now this one is gonna be blocked because I don't want people to be able to go through the maze. That's gonna be only for when they open up the path for the elephant rides. So that's gonna just block it up in here. Another thing that we gotta do is just make sure we're gonna have like an opening maybe on this side. Like that. This one's gonna keep on going over here. There we go. What other cool elements would you guys like to see in this maze? Maybe like, I don't know what, maybe we could add more things to it. Of course, I'm gonna be building up as I go. But I would like to have so many crazy things added to this maze. Because I don't want this maze to be only about us going from point A to point B. I just want it to allow us to collect so many more things inside here as we keep on solving the maze itself. So if you have any great ideas about mazes, or if you have seen some crazy mazes in other games, I would absolutely love some ideas. What about the picnic baskets? I mean, those are just small items I'm going to be adding around the maze once I'm going to be done completing it, of course. Just some small details. Yeah, so the picnic basket is definitely going to make its way inside the world here. Hold up, let me go with this. There we go. Just like that. I think I'm gonna have to make some of these blocks that are gonna be a little bit smaller than than other, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. Let's see. That path is gonna be blocked like this. This one's gonna be blocked over there. Okay, this one's also going to be closing down so that you're going to have to come through here in order to exit. What about the rabbits? Oh my god, just imagine adding a race through the maze. You're going to have to do this maze so many times until you're going to be able to kind of learn it completely in order to be able to win, for sure. Because if you're going to attempt to do this one without knowing exactly which way to go, you're never going to be able to complete it. At least in time. Okay, let's get this one over here. So now we have two paths. We have this one. Actually, we got three. We got this one as well. Okay, perfect. That's what I want to see. No, let's make another path. Maybe like this. This one's gonna open up over there. Another path is gonna be over here on this side. So this side is gonna be reserved for this elephant. This side is gonna be reserved for this elephant. This side needs to be ended up by this, and this side needs to be ended up by this. Not 100% sure. A lot of changes are gonna happen, of course. You guys are just seeing me starting up how to do the maze here, but I'm not gonna show you guys the solution during the live stream. I'm gonna want to have this one to be like a secret for everybody. There we go. We're now splitting this one into two pieces once again. Just like that. Another thing that I'm gonna probably be stopping Sasquatch from doing when he enters the maze area is gonna be jumping. We don't want Sasquatch to be jumping, so that again he cannot see over the hedges. Let me see how this looks from the top. Okay, pretty interesting. Man, these elephants are such a great addition to the maze, I think. It is gonna look great when it's gonna be done. Now, I feel like I should have probably used... Because now it's not really perfect, right? There are a lot of... I mean, that's not going to be visible when you're playing. When you're going through the maze like this, you're not going to be able to tell if some entrances are going to be bigger than others and if some are going to be bigger. But as you guys can see right now, with the current camera, you can actually kind of tell which path you could take in order to solve the puzzle. And this might actually make the maze a little bit too easy to solve. That's why I'm thinking of just blocking the camera maybe like this, which means you're not going to be able to look above like that, right? And if I do have the camera blocked like this, look at that. It's really not easy to figure out which path you should take. Unless, of course, you're going to use these elephants as reference to kind of tell where you are in the maze. But as long as you cannot look up above the hedges, it shouldn't be that easy to solve the puzzle, right? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna be doing here with the maze that we're building. Amazing Gaming, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. We're just building up the maze area right now, buddy. All right, a few more things that we got to do, of course. Jump into the trees. As these ones are gonna have to be copy-pasted quite a few times. Just like that. Again, I'm not 100% sure on the size of the actual maze that we're trying to build here. As I was saying, I don't want it to make it too big and not too small either. There we go. Copy these ones just like that. It's going pretty well, buddy. Going pretty well so far. We still have so much more work to do, though. Alright, close that up. And create quite a few trees on this side as well. Just to kind of try to set and understand how big the forest here is going to be. Nope, I don't want to delete that. Just want to delete that one and copy on this side. All right. So that's kind of going to be the size of it. A few more important things that we're going to have to add, of course, are going to be these fake trees, these fake forests in the distance. Just like that. All we gotta do now is just copy all these fake trees to the right side as well. I will probably expand this, to tell the truth, depending on the actual layout of the maze. I think what I'm gonna be doing, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of time to figure out the layout of the maze, maybe like draw it on a piece of paper, and then I'm probably gonna start implementing it into the map here. At the moment, I just wanted to have it built up just a little bit, just to have an idea of how this is gonna look, and see for myself, right, if this is gonna be the look that I'm gonna want to get with this maze that I'm trying to build. Okay, not bad. At the moment, I'm really happy with the middle part, though. This middle part is definitely looking really beautiful, and it's definitely looking exactly like I want it to look. Look at this. Especially when you're seeing it from the back, from the distance. Is there anything? Is there gonna be anything at the end of the maze? Of course there is. There's always gonna be something at the end of the maze, but this one's gonna be a little bit more difficult, a little bit more different than the one that we all know in Sneaky Sasquatch. I'm probably gonna be adding a piece of the maze to be similar like the one in Sneaky Sasquatch, but the whole entirety of the maze is gonna be completely different and definitely much more complex than what you guys know the map of Sneaky Sasquatch to be like, or at least the maze in Sneaky Sasquatch to be like, right? And I think I'm gonna be breaking, I'm gonna be stopping Sasquatch from jumping. I don't want Sasquatch to be able to jump in this area at all. So the way you can easily do that is just simply go into Sasquatch over here and simply stop that. And now we cannot jump anymore. And that is going to be a really important thing that we got to add to this area, right? And again, another one, we're going to have to make like a camera rig where Sasquatch is only going to be able to see like this without the camera going up anymore at all. This way we cannot really tell exactly which path we should take in order to solve the maze. It's going to be making it a little more challenging, but that's how games are supposed to be. Of course, I'm not going to make it too challenging. I'm not going to make the maze here way too challenging because you want the game to be fun and not annoying, of course, but I feel like it will be probably pretty easy to go through, to traverse it. Yeah, I think that's the whole idea of it. All right, anyway guys, that being said, I think this is going to be the end of this live stream today. I am going to be working on the maze here off camera, trying to finish it up eventually. But what I'm going to be doing, I think I'm going to be taking a little bit of time to try to draw the layout of the maze. And then once I'm going to have it figured out, looking like the way I want it to look, then I'm going to probably start implementing it back into the game. And remove quite a lot of these walls that I already created because I'm not quite happy with what I created here. I feel like I should have these walls a little bit closer to each other. For example, this gap over here is way too big. This entrance over here is way smaller than this one. And I kind of want the whole maze here to have, I don't know, to be kind of the same, right? So yeah, I'm going to have a lot of work to do here. Anyway, guys, that being said, thank you all very much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one really soon. Bye, everybody.